Premier League action is back again, my people. Welcome again to Gustavo Football Headquarters. As we all know, the likes of Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City are all in action. We are going to delve into these games, give analysis, facts, what may go right, what may go wrong for these teams. But then, before we do this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, to the Stamford Bridge, Chelsea will be hosting Burnley, and as we all know, since the arrival of Rosinia, Chelsea have been in wonderful form. Since the arrival of Rosinia, only Arsenal are the side to beat Chelsea, which was in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. But then, coming from the back end of a very wonderful win against Hull City, Chelsea are now facing Burnley, who are currently struggling in the relegation zone. Since the arrival of Rosinia, Chelsea have been unbeaten in the Premier League in 4 games, in 5 games, winning 4 and drawing 1. That 2-2 draw against Leeds United really didn't help Chelsea in their top 4 charge, right? But then, in this game, Chelsea are hoping to bounce back and get all 3 points to improve their charge for top 4 football. And now, one interesting stat. Chelsea this season have been beaten by 2 newly promoted sides in the Premier League. That is Sunderland and Leeds United. That was in the first leg, or in the first round of the league. Now they face another side which has been promoted this season in the likes of Burnley. Will Chelsea agree? Will Chelsea allow Burnley to beat them in this game, especially being at home? Now, if Chelsea allow Burnley to beat them, making it 3 newly promoted sides beating Chelsea, it's going to be the first time this is happening to Chelsea in Premier League history. Chelsea has never lost to 3 newly promoted sides in the Premier League in 1 season. Burnley should have been coming into this game with full confidence, especially after beating Crystal Palace in the league, ending their 16-game winless run in the Premier League. But then, shortly after, they got beaten by League 1 side Mansfield in the FA Cup, knocking them out of this year's tournament. Now, currently, with what is happening, Arsenal went away and were held to a draw by Wolves, right? It seems getting to this side or this part of the season, mostly these relegation teams are very, very serious. West Ham also held Manchester United to a 1-1 draw. Will Burnley also hold the necks of Chelsea in this game? Well, let's sit, relax, watch whatever will happen after 90 minutes of this game. But then, in my opinion, I think Chelsea are going to be too strong for this Burnley side, especially with Chelsea targeting top 4 football this season. Nottingham Forest will be hosting Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool are looking to pick up the pieces after that defeat at home to Manchester City. After that City loss, Liverpool have won the next 2 games that came against Brighton and also Sunderland. Liverpool went away and beat Sunderland, who have not been beaten in their home ground since the start of the season. That was very impressive. It was a very good win, and I think Liverpool would like to build on that against Nottingham Forest. But then, one interesting fact, Nottingham Forest haven't lost a game in their last 3 games against Liverpool, beating Liverpool twice with 1 ending in a draw. Based on current form, Liverpool should be winning this one, but then inconsistency is the only standing block between Liverpool and a win. Secondly, with how good Nottingham Forest have been against Liverpool in the Premier League. Going away to Nottingham Forest is a very big deal because teams like Manchester United and a whole lot of big clubs have gone to Nottingham Forest and struggled. Liverpool, also looking to get top 4 football, will really like to do whatever it takes. And Slot and his men currently playing some good football. With how bad they started this season, I think currently they are picking up the pieces. They are showing good signs, right? So going away to Nottingham Forest and getting a win is going to be a very, very big morale booster. But then, as I said earlier, inconsistency is the only thing standing between Liverpool and a win against Nottingham Forest. One interesting stat, Liverpool haven't traded 3 wins in a row since last December, where they did 4 in a row, with the first one coming in the Champions League against Inter Milan, with the last one ending with the win against Wolverhampton. Currently, Liverpool are on 2 consecutive wins. Can they make it 3 against Nottingham Forest? Let's see after 90 minutes. Now, what I think is going to settle the score between these 2 sides. Nottingham Forest currently fighting for their lives in the relegation zone. Liverpool also pushing for top 4 football. Who is coming to come up top? I think currently Forest will be coming into this game with very big confidence, knowing how good they've been against Liverpool. With their last victory, coming in at Anfield, where they beat Liverpool by 3-0. Right? They beat Liverpool at Anfield by 3-0. And now playing at home in front of their fans. This is going to be a very big win for Nottingham Forest if they are able to get all 3 points. Liverpool also pushing for top 4 football. The likes of Chelsea, the likes of Manchester United currently also playing very well. Right? So there's no room or there's no margin for error. Even a draw in this game for Liverpool is going to feel like a loss, because both Chelsea and Manchester United currently are playing very good football, and Liverpool, can't afford to drop a single point as of now. And every North London derby is upon us. Yes, Tottenham Hotspur will be coming up against their fierce rivals, Arsenal. Are we going to see a new manager bounce for Tottenham Hotspur? Yes, that 2-1 loss against Newcastle was enough for Tottenham Hotspur to get rid of Thomas Frank of his post. Now they have Igor Tudor in charge of Tottenham till the end of the season. Are we going to see a new manager bounce? If you don't know Igor Tudor, he was previously the manager of Juventus in the last year. And we all can feel it right now. Arsenal currently have begun to feel nervy. Right? It feels nervy right now for Arsenal and their fans, especially after that draw against Wolverhampton. Bro, a draw against Wolves at this time of the season. How? How, Arsenal? You've always been called buttless. It seems Arsenal are proving doubters right. At a point, Arsenal were about 8 points clear. Currently, as it sits, Arsenal are 5 points clear ahead of Manchester City, who currently have 1 game in hand. And if Manchester City win this game, it's going to be 2 points difference. How can you draw points to Wolves? A Wolves side, I think that one of the worst Wolves sides we've seen in Premier League history. You go away, take a 2-goal lead. A 2-goal lead and bottle it. Bro, people have really been questioning Arteta and Arsenal's mentality. And it keeps on happening consistently. Every season, this happens. They stay on top of the league and begin to crumble at some point. Especially when the league is going to the end. Yeah, so I think Arsenal, if they really want anything, right? If they want to win this Premier League title, they have to start winning certain games. Losing certain games are understandable. Drawing certain games are understandable, but then Wolves, bro, questions need to be asked. On the side of Tottenham, they are the only side in the Premier League not to win a game in 2026. And Hugo Tudor's first job or first responsibility is to get them their first win in 2026, and it comes against their fierce rivals. There's no better way to get your first win in 2026 than this. Yes, so Tottenham and their fans are really looking forward to this very big encounter. Now, interestingly, Arsenal have won only 2 in their last 7 Premier League games and are short of confidence at this moment. The only thing currently that's going to give Arsenal that confidence is that Arsenal have won 4 out of their last 5 London derbies against Tottenham, with Tottenham winning 1. That shows you how Arsenal have been dominant against their fierce rival in recent years. Now, with the appointment of a new coach, Igor Tudor, with Arsenal's bad form, with how good Arsenal have been against Tottenham, with how poor Tottenham have been in recent years or in recent days, with the number of injuries they have, what do you think the scoreline is going to be in this game? Let's have a conversation in the comment section. Out of all competitions, Manchester United will be coming up against Everton at the Hill Dickinson Stadium on Monday night, as United look to tighten up their grip for Champions League football. Currently, Manchester United are out of the FA Cup, out of the Carabao Cup, not playing in the Champions League. So what else? This is the right time for Manchester United to get at least Champions League football for their fans to be happy. But then, with Carrick's arrival, things currently are taking a shift. We are seeing positives from Manchester United performances and results, right? Most importantly, the results. Sometimes you don't get the performances, right? But then you get results. But then, since Carrick's arrival, Manchester United have really played well and have gotten results out of all these games, with the exception of that game against West Ham. But then, against Everton, will Carrick make it 5 wins out of 6? Let's see what happens. But then, not to forget, Everton in the first round came to Old Trafford, got red carded, and still won against Manchester United. Is this a thing that's going to be a confidence booster for Everton? Yes, so coming into this game, personally, I think with current form, Manchester United should be taking this one, right? With Everton coming from a loss against Bournemouth at the Hildkinson Stadium. They played at home and lost to Bournemouth. With how good Manchester United are right now too, it seems things should be going on the side of Manchester United. But then, hey, it's football, right? No one expected United to go away and get a draw or to play a draw against West Ham. But then, it happened. Everyone was expecting United to win in that game. But then, a draw was the final score. Yes, so coming up against Everton, who are a very decent side, to be honest. They are not a bad side. They are not struggling for relegation. They are just in the middle of the table. They are playing at least fairly well, right? So coming into this game against Manchester United, I think Everton will be coming in with some kind of confidence, especially knowing that they beat United with a man down at Old Trafford. Now, an interesting stat. David Moyes, who was formerly a manager of Manchester United, has faced Manchester United 40 times ever since he left Manchester United, managing the likes of Everton, the likes of Sunderland, the likes of West Ham, and coming back again to Sunderland. And within this duration, he has played 40 games against Manchester United, won 7, drawn 8, and lost 25 in all competitions, conceded 70 and scored 38 goals. That shows you how bad David Moyes has been against his former employers. Yes, because with these stats that I mentioned, I don't think it's a very good one, right? He has conceded a whole lot, and currently with how Manchester United are playing, with how improved their front line has been, I think it's going to be a very big deal. It's going to be a very big game for David Moyes and his men. Now, let me know your thoughts. With Everton currently not struggling for relegation, just in the middle of the table, with United pushing for top 4 football, Champions League football to be precise, what do you think is going to happen in this game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let's have a discussion.